Isolde. Bumpy.
Prepare for trouble!
Make it double! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Team Rocket Joey. Yes, sir. So today, guys, we have to talk about this. We have to. We can't not talk about it because I've seen a bunch of questions coming through either DM or comments asking me what's the next set that's gonna go crazy just like Celebrations did. And it's a very easy, obvious answer, but I'm gonna kind of break it down to you right now because we all saw my last video about Rudy hyper shilling Celebrations and his patron whales buying out Celebrations and sending the prices ultimately literally doubling the prices over 48 hours after, all the investor tubers were like, yeah, Celebrations is trash. That's never going to move. 48 hours later, it just blows up in their face and it's crickets and we don't hear anything else about it from them at all. That is indeed how it works. So I do have two very, very specific sets. And let me just break it down first before I actually go into the two sets. So when whales make moves, right, when they start jumping around in the market and just deploying a maximum amount of capital, right, into X, Y, or Z set, they don't care what's in the set. All they care about is if it's undervalued and they can make money from buying large quantities of said product. So, that being said, I know there's a couple of sets that I talk about here on the channel all the time. And they're so old, we're definitely never getting a reprint for those sets. They're memes. They're meme sets at this point. No one believes in them. Everyone hates them. Everyone literally says they're the worst sets they've ever seen, even though they were the most chased after sets of the COVID era. Literally the most chased after. People were literally comparing these sets and saying that these were going to be some of the best sets we've ever seen. There's many PokeTubers on record saying that these sets are their favorite sets. So, I'm not going to roll the clips. I could roll the clips, but I'm not going to roll the clips on this one here. I could roll the clips. But set number one that whales will probably start looking at is Shining Fates. You know why? Because it's so old. But guess what? It's still under $100 in ETB. It's a specialty set too. There's no booster boxes. There's no PC ETBs. This is the premium product. There is no UPCs. This is the premium product for that set. This is what the whales are going to be looking at. I don't know how many more times I'm going to have to say it on the camera before the joke turns into reality. I love it. I love it every time. Remember when I got clowned on for this? Remember when I got clowned on for this? Got clowned on for this. Remember when the market was clowning on everybody for this right here? Remember that? You guys remember that? I know you do. Bro, remember when you could walk in the store and just pick up sleeve blister packs of Evolving Skies? Do you remember that? I forgot. So many brand new people in the comment section have only been here for... Hold on. Let's go over to it. Let's go look at it, guys. We gotta look at it. We gotta get our credibility here. We gotta get our credibility up, right? Everyone is only ravaging at the mouth for prismatic evolutions. Wow, that's crazy. Look, you remember, guys, this is also a set right here. We're deep in the closet right now. This is also a set right here that they're probably going to be targeting pretty soon because it's still $200 a booster box. For Battle Styles, the set is stupid old at this point. We're definitely not getting any more. These are the type of moves that the whales make when no one else wants them. That is when indeed you want to be buying and investing. You don't want to be buying Destined Rivals right now today for $300 a booster box. You don't want to be buying Destined Rivals ETBs today for $90 an ETB. You don't want to be buying Prismatic Evolutions today for $120 an ETB. You don't want to be buying Journey Together booster boxes for $225. Are you guys goofy? Just it's okay if you're goofy. I cannot, bro. That's why the majority of my last buys are all 151. We have more 151s. I'm not a whale. If you guys want to know the next set, I know you want to know the next set. That Battle Styles was actually not planned, but you know who I've been watching a lot on Instagram? Shout out Instagram too. Shout out to PokePlumber. I've been watching what he's been buying. He's been buying up a lot of Sword and Shield. I saw him buy up some Battle Styles, and PokePlumber kind of extremely, almost 100% knows exactly what he's doing here. So that would be a good idea for anybody new to go follow the PokePlumber on Instagram. I'll pop it up somewhere on the screen here. Yes, the other set that I was thinking about when I was making this, the whole idea of, what else is undervalued that's stupid old that, whales would start looking at because no one else wants them for whatever reason. They're just not seeing it. It's literally in plain sight. It's in plain sight for everyone to see. And it's funny because no one takes advantage of the opportunity at hand, and that is going to be Champion's Path for $130 in ETB. Again, there is no booster box. It's a specialty set. Again, there is no UPC for Champion's Path. There is no PC ETB for Champion's Path. This right here is the premium product right here, the regular ETB. You also have the Marnie Super Premium Collection, I guess. I think it's a Super Premium. I don't know. It's buried down there below. But guys, it's so funny because it's jokes, right? It's jokes. Like, you're probably going to comment and be like, oh, here, I know what he's talking about. Here's what he's talking about. Shout out Dr. Brule, for real.
Were we high school sweethearts?
Shout out Dr. Yeah, so Shining Face right here, stupendously undervalued. Champion's Path right here, stupendously undervalued. There is also a lot of other stuff that's undervalued, and that is, look at right here. Let me see if I can pull this out without damaging the whole entire display box, shelf, whatever box, shelf. I mean, I guess we could do a little history lesson here. So right here, right, we have Lance's Charizard V Celebrations box. This promo is going to go nutty over time. But look, this one has Battle Styles and I believe Vivid Voltage, no, Darkness Ablaze in it, right? So there's two different variants. So we can just throw that one away because it's pretty trash if you ask me. And then you have the second variant of the same exact box, right? But you do have, can't even see in there. You have Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike in there. So there's two different variants of the same exact box. Whichever variant you get will drastically change the price. Because if you have an Evolving Skies and a Fusion Strike, the two most expensive sets from the Sword and Shield era, we have to be more careful with that one when we put it down, is going to be extremely more expensive than a Battle Styles and a Darkness Ablaze pack in the box. So just be aware for that. And I've heard from other people that have DM'd me talking about, I am literally just randomly buying these on TCG Player for, I don't even know what the price. I think they're like $60. And they're getting the Evolving Skies variant and Fusion Strike variant. That's literally printing crazy. That's literally printing crazy because I believe it's like $50 or $60. Evolving Skies loose packs by themselves, I believe, are what, 30, 35, something like that. I don't even know. I'm not looking at it. And I don't know what Fusion Strike is, but it has to be. That's pretty much the price for the box, just in those two packs right there. And then you have 4 Celebrations packs for $18 each. The math isn't working. Like, we're not looking at that because we're all hyper echo chambered into collection boxes are not worth. Never buy collection boxes. All right. The whales are going to eat. The whales are going to eat up whatever you guys just leave on a table for them. So those are my recommendations on heavily sleeper sets. Whales do not care what's in the sets. Whales really don't care at all. All they care about is opportunity in the future. All of this stuff I just said is all stupidly undervalued. Right now, today, we're definitely not getting any more of any of what I told you. You never have to worry about a reprint. You could buy it today, and it's almost 100% guaranteed that it's not going to tank down 30-40% ever, probably. And it could be rage bait. It could be hyper shilling. But over all the years I've been here, I don't know what I'm talking about, actually. You know, just scrap the whole video. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I upload every 24 hours, 6 a.m. PST to the channel. I look forward to seeing you here. That is 9 a.m. Eastern. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, friends. I hope you learned something here today. And remember, I always light the way. All you have to do
Just let me in.